Hello everybody, this is Terragon4. Hope you're all doing well. Was in the middle of working on my project and figured I'd go and make a quick video of me building this. Since I recently made this awesome thing, it's a universal turret blueprint. In this case I just imported 2 static meshes. If they were skeletal, a lot of their stuff could be done automatically with sockets and everything else that I can put in the skeleton before I import it into Unreal, but in this case I'm going to be demoing it with just static meshes since a lot of people can get those more easily. So first I'm going to go to the skeletal meshes and set them to instead use static. We don't need a base for this particular turret, so here we've got the horizontal rotator, load that in, and then here we've got the vertical rotator, load that in. Let's get this up where we can see it better. Here we go. Now let's set this down to like 350. Yeah, that looks about right. So just like that, we've adjusted the point where it will pivot. And we're gonna want 4 barrels. So take this something like, what's this, 500? Get it out somewhere where I can see it. Okay. So over here-ish, roughly. Negative 90 to make barrel point in the right direction. Now this could have full, what would that be, 60... no, 48 I think barrels. That would be... this thing is not that well optimized, so if I did have that many barrels on the static mesh, each barrel counts as its own component during the building process, so that would get pretty slow. Probably going beyond 16 or 24 I would not recommend right now. I'll probably optimize it a bit later, but for now, yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. So let's just call that to 100, negative 325, and 150 seems good enough. Yeah. So we'll copy this, go down to barrel 2. So let's give it a quick test. Right, in order to test this, let's minimize these sections since I won't be needing them right now. Set the turret to active. Safety, we don't care about that right now. Fire at targets, predict fire, we don't need to care about most of those. They're set. Players target, that one will automatically just make it target players using tags, and the tag sort by closest is the default. So, and we can see that the static mesh's forward axis is not the one we want it to. The X and the Y are interspersed. So let's see, under debug, there we go. Pitch to pitch, set to pitch to roll. And there we go. Just like that, we've got a turret that will follow us, and we can customize all of its settings, like how fast it's willing to rotate. You name it, we can change it. And a lot of this stuff could work better right now. Hopefully it will all be working awesome in the future, since I'm, again, still in the middle of building this thing. Alright, so, let's make it so it can actually shoot, because what good's a turret if it can't shoot you? So, projectile actor. I had to already build, you need some type of projectile. I already built this in advance. So, we'll copy this, and go down to this one, paste, and this here is just setting the effect that it will produce when it fires. There's audio and all sorts of other things that you can set, but not all of these are yet working. I've only got most of the basic visual related things, the stuff that I as a primarily visual artist have readily access to and can create on my own. So right off the bat, let's see how it works. It is trying to fire at us, but yeah, I think the barrels are slightly inside of it. This projectile does not avoid collision with its parent. I never bothered adding that. For the record, this is what it looks like. They're little rockets that will just corkscrew around a little bit. So, let's fix this. Just grab each of these and push them forward a little bit. It's a quick demo, so I don't care to be too exact. As long as it's enough they can fire. And there we go, we're getting shot at. Now it's kind of slow, I'll be honest. The projectiles, as you can tell, their collision could use some work. The visual doesn't actually line up exactly with the center So I want to make it so the actual visual that you see is what itself has the collision and decides whether or not it'll explode, but for now there's just a central piece that moves that you don't see on this projectile that I made. So let's make this a little bit more interesting. Closing barrels, weapon behaviors, horizontal rotational speed, solve a fire, that could be fun. Shots, ammo, delay, initial ammo count, rate of fire. Here we are. How long between shots? Let's tone that down a lot. And yay, we are getting completely pummeled by this thing. This is slightly more what I was looking forward to with these. Except I was thinking it would pretty much just fire a burst of 48 missiles in like 1 or 2 seconds, all just massive volley, and then just sit there for several second reload. It'll take a little bit more time for me to mess around with that stuff on my own, but this is just a quick demo of how this turret blueprint that I made works. You can use it for the little rifled gun turrets that I've been using in my videos up till now, and it killed me. Yes, I did give them damage. So, hope you enjoyed.